need to have like I think 60% compatibility when you meet this guy, and the 40% you have to develop it in the relationship. Getting vulnerable is part of a relationship, but letting that guy use that vulnerability of yours to keep and getting things out of you while not giving you anything, why are you doing that to yourself? I mean 36 hours that you're gonna be my wife. Those kind of guys are the biggest red flags. If you are dating when you're 25, you will not be able to balance between work, studies, and a boyfriend. And I have such a good fashion sense, okay, and I have shit ton of cute outfits, like so many cute outfits, and I go nowhere. I just like wear it at home, and I'm just like wearing it at home and just looking at myself in the mirror and then taking it off, taking my makeup off, wearing my nightsuit and going to sleep in the night. If you don't know me and you're new here, I am Muskaan. Really, you'll get to know me in the journey, you know. I'll be talking. It's episode 2 of Dil Ki Baat with Muskaan, where I just talk my heart out. Because you know, guys, what? I don't have friends. I only have my boyfriend, and he listens to me all the time. But you know, you guys are my friends, so I have to come here and talk. And yesterday, we all know what happened. All the female community knows what happened. Lizard Liz got cheated on. She's one of the YouTubers that I watched all these things that are so sensible, and you know, like, but then I slowly started disagreeing with her content. Like, I didn't like a lot of things that she preached, but there were a lot of things that I did like as well. And while listening to her content, I always got a contrary opinion or view to my own views, so I really enjoyed what she cheated on. I was genuinely so upset. I cried because I was watching her Q&A with her cheating ex-husband or whatever the fuck he is, and I was seriously thinking, like, the whole time in that video, that it's giving fake. The guy is not giving me the energy that he's in love with her. It's giving more like I want views and I want people to think I'm smart, so in the future if I ever start a YouTube channel or a brand, people should know me. Like, he just wants clout. He was sounded like a clout chaser in that whole video, and there were so many times his responses were really like giving me an ick. And I even called my friend that day and I was like, do you really think this guy loves her? I genuinely, he's just giving, like, is just not giving, you know? Like, he's just not giving me a nice guy vibe. And also, when she was telling the story about how she met him, she was like, oh, we met in San Antonio at the airport, and then he told me in 36 hours that you're gonna be my wife. Those kind of guys are the biggest red flags, according to me. A guy who just says I love you to you in like 24 hours, I don't think he ever means it. Like, I believe in love at first sight, but I think when you really fall in love at first sight, you really want to know this person so much before you go ahead and like accept that, oh, the first sight that I fell in love with and the person who they are aligns. Like, what do you mean love at first sight? What are you falling in love with? My face? It's not what I want someone to be in love with me for. I need someone to be in love with me for who I am, for my personality, for like feral, and when I'm going crazy, like, you're still supposed to love me then. Like, then my face is not gonna be like, you know, doing it for you, honey. So I was just like, a guy who just goes up to you in 36 hours and tells you you're my wife is just not, it's just not it. Like, it's not love at first sight. It's giving, I thought about all of this, I planned all of this, and now I need to love bomb and capture you. Studied her. He knew everything about her because everything's out there in the open, and that's the sad part about being a public figure. Anyone can just watch your videos, and you know, I talk about, like, for me, I talk about all the time my favorite movies or what I like, you know, what kind of things I like, what kind of a person I am. You can make it out from my videos if you want to come and approach me, but that would never work because I don't socialize, I don't meet people. I don't even know how I met my boyfriend. Like, literally, I'm so grateful to God. Like, as antisocial as I am, I go out once in like 3 months, so me meeting a guy, like, God really sent him. Okay, I talked to him for 7 months before we dated, and we got to know everything about each other, and there's still so much more to know, okay? And I saw how he deals with my, you know, like, my crazy feral episodes when my periods is about to come, and then you make those kind of decisions. You don't just date someone for a month or two and you're like, oh, my husband, I love you. It's just not supposed to be like that. This is what we can learn from this experience, guys. Like, you cannot fall in love so quickly. Love takes time. Love should not be about appearances. Love should not be about vibes and energies. Love is supposed to be a lifetime commitment, and that commitment has a lot of aspects that you need to not ignore. Like, how is that person acting when they're angry? How is that person acting when there is something that bothers you that's irrational? Does a person care about changing that? Or does a person come and tries to like make you feel bad about it, or like make you understand in a rational and logical way? There's just so many freaking things you need to look at. Get deep into this, okay? So hear me out. When you're looking for a guy, okay, when you're analyzing a guy, first of all, one thing I would recommend to like young teenage girls, everyone tells you don't date, this is your age to study, this is your age to do this is your age to do that. I personally think, this is my personal opinion, that you should date young. You should date when you're 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You should date in these years because firstly, you will learn how to manage your relationship and your professional life and your personal life. Okay? If you start dating when you're 25, you will not be able to balance between work, studies, and a boyfriend and a relationship. Okay, you need to be able to manage these 3-4 things together. That's what life is about. When you get married, you will be doing work, you will have kids at some point, and you will have a relationship. Who's gonna prepare you for that? No one. So I really recommend, start dating young, okay? And when you date, like, make sure that the guy you're dating is not only with you because of your appearance or because of something you can give him. Don't ever give a guy what he wants unless you observe him for at least a year, doing everything that fits the kind of guy you want for yourself. And it's not even attract, actually. When you meet someone, okay, when you start dating, it's not always that this person is like ideal, perfect, ideal guy. Like, no, you have to always make a guy that you don't attract a perfect guy. Perfect guys don't exist. Okay, perfect guys don't exist. If you meet a perfect guy, then he had an ex that he is still in love with, by the way, because girls literally, I know it's sad, I know it's so pathetic, it's like you're mothering the guy, but you need to find a guy who's a good canvas to work with. And now I'm not saying that this man is like stupid or whatever. He's a nice guy. He doesn't lie. He understands you. He listens to you. But he just doesn't have the experience of how to handle a girl 24/7. He has a mother and a sister who didn't end up teaching him all these things, and even if they did, it's very different from with your sister and mother and with your girlfriend. Like, you need to know how she will have mood swings in her menstrual cycle, and when she's angry, how she's gonna act, and how you can shut her up with just giving her a chocolate. Like, these kind of things you learn when you get into a relationship. So you need to be patient. And the same goes for a girl. Like, even a girl is not perfectly ready on how to deal with men. Like, we sometimes look at the man and we're like, why are you not like getting emotional about certain things that I think are supposed to be so emotional, or things like that. But the thing is, these men have been taught their entire lives to hide emotions. So there's so many things that the compatibility that you need to have, like, I think 60% compatibility when you meet this guy, and the 40% you have to develop it in the relationship. That's what a relationship is about. Relationship is about developing and making this compatibility with each other. It's not about like, oh, I just like meet a perfect guy and then we just fall in love in the first month and then we get married. It's not how it's supposed to be. You meet someone, okay, this person has a completely different life than you have, and then you have completely different life, and then you both share your lives, you share your experiences, share your stories, share your present pressures, share your present stresses, your present happy moments, and all of these things, they form a bond so beautiful. And then you both don't even care about what am I giving and what am I getting. That's when it stops being like an exchange. This is like when you're always thinking about, oh, what can he give me, what can he provide me, and what can I provide him. It becomes like a business deal. Then there are huge expectations, and each person wants to do the least and get the most. And we do not want to do that. We want to build a relationship where we grow together and we basically learn about each other, and then you make that compatibility develop into that man, okay? And the man does the same with you when you spend time with each other. And spending time is really important, not just going on fancy dates, not just this and that. Like, if you're in long distance, you need to be on call for long hours to see how this person goes about their day and talk to each other. And every time there is a hardship, Initially, you will hesitate to tell them and they will hesitate to tell you, but with the time, only you're going to know how they handle conflict and how you handle conflict. How do you guys handle conflict together? There's just so much that goes into a relationship that you cannot ever rush in it. And the reason I say that you should start dating when you're 16, 17 is because now at this point, you might attract a really amazing guy, you know, if you keep your eyes and ears and everything open, and you might learn how to leave and detach quickly. Because if you start dating in 25 and now you feel like it's your age to get married, you've dated this guy for 3 years and then he turns out to slowly get abusive, you find it difficult to leave. But if you've dated from 17 and you've had your first heartbreak and you've left a guy because he cheated on you, because he did anything to you, now you know how to leave. Okay, learning how to leave is really important. And once you've dated guys who are not what you want to be your life partner, you exactly know now what kind of guy you want and what kind of guy you want to avoid. That is so important. You need to learn that through experience. No book, no YouTuber, no nothing can teach you that. You need to go and learn that by your own experience. So here's what you have to take from me, like from what I learned from this whole wizard list situation as well, and from my own relationship as well. I'm in a very happy, loving relationship, and relationships are about, you start as two people, but then you end up growing to be a team. You're happy in their happiness, and they're happy in your happiness. And if a guy is, let me give you a few examples to make you understand better. If a guy is booking expensive rooms for you to meet you at, or if this guy is taking you out on fancy nice dinners, that's nice, okay. But if there is nothing that he's bought you, like a present or a gift, it could be a greeting card, or it could be like something creative, or it could be something expensive, or it could be anything. If this guy is not investing in you, then he does not see a future with you. Like, it's just as simple as it is. And for a girl, if a girl is not crying in front of you, if this girl is not fighting with you, then this girl does not care about how you perceive, how you treat, whatever you do. She just doesn't see a future with you either. Like, you both are just each other's comfort spots. So these are some things that I wanted to share come here, and I feel so sad that amazing, beautiful, gorgeous women like Wizard Liz also, you know, can get cheated on. It's genuinely sad. I cried. I felt really upset thinking about it. Like, how could he do that when he has a son on the way? But this is just how men are, okay? You need to really filter a good man out. For that, you need to have experience dating men, and you need to know how to, once you date like 2-3 toxic guys, or not even date, just talk to them like in a romantic way, the fourth time when you meet a guy, you can catch it like this. And don't ever fall in love with blindly. Don't go blind in love, guys. I swear to God, the amount of times I've seen girls ruin their lives for guys, their lives for guys who don't deserve an ounce of it, because they're so emotionally vulnerable. Getting vulnerable is part of a relationship, but letting that guy use that vulnerability of yours to keep and getting things out of you while not giving you anything, why are you doing that to yourself? You shouldn't be doing that to yourself. You need to love yourself more. You need to understand yourself as well. The more you reflect on yourself, the more you work on yourself, the more you're going to meet someone and be able to tell whether this person is for me or not. Thank you for watching today's video, and I had so much fun talking to you. See you again in Dil Ki Baat with Muskaan, episode 3. If you have any topics you would actually want me to talk about, then let me know.